Hi, I'm Sam Pappas with Intech Anchoring. Today we're going to talk about the different types of equipment that we have for either rent or sale to help install either your hollow bar or helical solutions. Behind me is a hydraulic power pack, so when you're in a residential application, you may not have a skid steer or excavator on site to hook up the hydraulic power source. This is going to provide that hydraulic power to drive either the helical drive head or the drive cylinder for a push pair installation. Behind me is the handheld helical drive unit. This is typically used for a residential helical application. So for every handheld equipment rental, whether it be rental or purchase, it's going to come with everything you need. All the lines you'll need to hook up to your hydraulic power pack, as well as the foot pedal control unit and the handheld drive unit itself. So these helical handheld drive units need a torque bar to resist the torque during the installation, and we also supply this with every single equipment rental or purchase. So when you're installing a push pier, you need many different pieces of equipment, and our rental kits come with everything you need for the install. So the drive cylinder is actually what's going to be used to push in your sections of pipe, where the drive cylinder extends out and then retracts. And then when you actually install your first section of pipe, you're not going to be able to have enough stroke. So this is a drive tool. When you retract the cylinder, this basically gives you some extra length on that drive cylinder until you can equal the length of pipe, so that you can substitute this drive tool for an additional section of pipe. So right here is the handheld control module, which allows you to advance or retract the cylinder, as well as a hand pump and some small jacks for locking off. And for each of those applications, when you're locking off, it's very important to record the pressure so that you know how much force you're putting on that foundation. So behind me here are more of the commercial helical drive units. So these are going to be mounted to either a skid steer or an excavator. So for these drive heads, you will not need an external hydraulic power source. You'll actually use the hydraulics from your heavy equipment. These are the higher torque units that you're going to see in commercial applications. So we have load test kits available with everything you need to perform a load test on your site. Behind me, you'll see the various different hydraulic rams. So some of them are hollow for a tension application, some of them are solid for a compression application. Each of these are going to be used with our beam system to help support that load test. So behind me here is a CG680 Kim grout plant. This is specifically designed to be used for hollow bar. So there's a couple of main components of that make that true. The first is this high shear colloidal mixer right here, which works to fully hydrate all your cement particles. And then the second is the dual acting pump, which you can't quite see from this angle. That pump pumps as it retracts and extends. Each stroke is continuously pumping grout, which is very important for a hollow bar install. And then the last key component here is two different tanks. One to mix your tank or mix your cement batch up, and then the other to pump it out to your pile. So behind me are a couple of our different rock drills we have available for rent or purchase. Each one of these units has two main components. The first is going to be your actual drill unit itself, which provides the rotation and the hammering action. And then the second piece is the chain-driven feed system, which allows the drill to be raised and lowered during your installation. This is how you mount this to your skid steer or excavator. This drill right here is going to be an excavator-only unit, but each manufacturer has a slightly different system that you need to attach to, and this can be customized to fit to whether it's a Cat or a Kubota. We can fit to just about any piece of equipment. So at the end of the drifter drill unit is the grout swivel. So this allows for rotation of the drill while you're able to still hook up to your grout plant. So this hose would be hooked up to your grout plant, and grout would be continuously pushed through your pile during the installation, and it's allowed to rotate without this hose being wrapped up around your drill. Once your excavator is in place and your drill is attached, it can be controlled through these control boxes here. So some of them have remote control boxes, and some of them are actually attached to the drill. But these drills have several different articulations that allow you to basically operate only the drill and not have to manipulate your excavator so much. So behind me here is the main load test beam. This is a 15-foot long beam with a 250,000 pound capacity. You can use this for either a tension or compression test. For a compression test, there are actually two smaller 10-foot beams that get placed on the ends of this. And the reason the beam is this long is because there is a length between your test pile and your reaction anchors that needs to be met. And our load test beam meets all the ASTM standards, so you can perform your load test both safely and efficiently. So thanks for joining in today. Please feel free to reach out to us through our website at intechanchoring.com, where we can help you with any of your equipment needs, whether it be renting or purchase, or just to help design any of your helical or hollow bar solutions.